If you've watched this channel before, especially my video on when to take Social Security, thank you. That video reached more people than I expected, and it showed me something important. People aren't just worried about retirement, they're worried about money decisions that last. Decisions that feel small now, but compound over time. After about 6 months of making these videos, I realized something else. I've never actually introduced myself. So this video is me slowing things down to explain who I am, why I talk about money and retirement the way that I do, and what you can expect from me going forward. This isn't a sales pitch, it's context, so you can decide whether this channel is useful for you. My name is Adam. I focus on money decisions, especially the ones that don't feel dramatic when you're making them, but matter a lot later. I've retired more than once, from the military and later on from civilian life. And through those transitions, I learned something important. Money isn't just math, it's behavior, timing, and trade-offs. And that's what I teach here. Let me be clear about my brand. This channel is not about hype, shortcuts, or chasing perfect returns. It's about organizing your financial life so you can make better decisions. Whether you're working, retired, or already retired, retirement isn't just the point where money decisions become permanent. That's why I focus on clarity over complexity. Because in real life, the goal isn't optimization, it's sustainability and peace of mind. When I retired from the military, I learned how much structure had been doing for me financially. You know, the pay was predictable, benefits were clear, and decisions were mostly made for you. When the structure disappeared, I had to manage money more intentionally. I had to think about income timing, taxes, healthcare, and long-term planning. But that's when I realized something. The less structure you have, the more important financial organization becomes. That lesson applies to anyone leaving a job or approaching retirement. When I later retired from the civilian work, the lesson shifted. While you're working, your paycheck quietly protects you. It smooths out bad months, it hides small mistakes, it gives you time to recover. Once it stops, every decision carries more weight. You start asking, how much can I spend safely? Where does income come from? Or how do taxes change now? That's when money stops being theoretical and becomes real, very real. Retirement is where financial habits meet consequences. Marriage changed how I thought about money more than anything else, though. I believe in mixing your finances, especially when you're retired. Retirement and even major life events don't respect separation. Taxes are joint, healthcare decisions are shared. One spouse's income choices affect the other. Money is a household system. It's not an individual one. That's why I emphasize financial coordination, not control. Good money decisions protect relationships, not just accounts. Another reason I started this channel is how broken most advice feels. It's either too generic, too aggressive, or too sales-driven. Most people don't need more strategies, they need better questions. Questions like, what problem is this money solving? What risk am I actually taking? And what happens if life doesn't go as planned? Good questions, right? That's the lens I use here. I've watched people struggle financially, not because they were reckless, but because they didn't see the long-term impact of short-term decisions. Early withdrawals, poor tax planning, or ignoring survivor planning. The regret is rarely loud. It's quiet and expensive. That's why I focus on education early, before decisions are locked in. So what can you expect from this channel? You'll see content about retirement planning, Social Security, taxes, cash flow, financial organization, and life transitions involving money. This isn't a channel about getting rich. It's a channel about not getting blindsided. If you want to understand your money better, especially as life changes, this channel is for you. If you're within 10 years of retirement, already there, or just trying to make smarter financial decisions, you're in the right place. Welcome. If that sounds useful, consider subscribing. And let me know in the comments what money or retirement decisions are you thinking about right now. Thanks for being here, and thanks for trusting me with something like that affects every part of your life. We'll see you in the next video.